Tyler, I asked Kalani about this earlier, but I want to get your perspective. There were some third downs that I'm sure you guys were like, man, we should have got off the field. Some third and longs that they were able to convert last week. What did you look at? What do you see there? And, obviously those are going to be big plays in the coming weeks. You got to make them. So what needs to happen?
Yeah, absolutely. We just got to get home, right? Depending on the situation, whether they're running the ball, screens, drop back pass, any of those situations, we just have to we got to get home. So if we're pass rushing right, we just got to get to the quarterback, make sure to get him down. Don't let him get the ball out. Any other trickery, we just got to make sure we stop it. So yeah, like you said, we can get off the field.
Okay, we'll have a question from Bob Holt and then Jay Catch.
Hey, I'm with the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. How you doing? Hey, you got a teammate from Arkansas, Caden Hawes. Just wondering, how's he? What's he bringing to the table for you guys, and how excited do you think he is to come back and play in his home state?
Yeah, absolutely. Caden, me and Caden are really close. Our entire time together here at BYU. He played a little bit on the offensive line, and then he joined us on the D line. So I know Caden's really excited to come home and play there. I know that'll mean a lot to him. Just of course, like you said, being from Arkansas and just having a love growing up watching watching the Razorbacks play, right? And so I know he's really excited to come back and play, and also, like you mentioned, he's gonna play a big role for us. He's always held it down in the middle for us, and will continue to do so.
Is there something in particular you like about his game that makes him a tough interior lineman?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you said it. He's tough. That's one thing that Caden embraces, right? It's something he really wears on his shoulder. He's a tough, hard-nosed dude, and it shows when he plays, right? You can see that in how he plays. He gets after it, and yeah, he's a tough D lineman.
Thanks.
Tyler, you guys were on the receiving end of a pretty thorough beating last year against Arkansas. Is there a revenge factor at play? Are you confident you guys can change the result this year?
Yeah, honestly, we're just excited to go play Arkansas, right? Taking things one game at a time. Arkansas is next up on the schedule, and so we're really excited for the opportunity to go out there and play. They've got a really good team, and we're just really looking forward to getting to play football again this weekend. So.
Go ahead, Jay.
Tyler, Kalani just told us that he likes interceptions more than sacks. What's your reaction to that?
That's too bad. That's too bad. That's hey, to each their own. Maybe he was just saying that to back someone up. I think down deep he likes sacks more. So.
On a more serious level, what is your assessment of the pass rush through 2 games?
It's got to be better. Yep, I think that's where we stand. I think we are. I think it's improved since last year, but through the first 2 games, I think it's. I definitely think it's something that we need to continue to work on.
All right, let's go Darnell, then Bob, and then Jake.
And Tyler, what kind of mindset do you take when you go on the road to be successful, to make sure you're prepared for all the different things that go on while you're out there?
Yeah, it's just another week of football, right? We have came through fall camp. We've played now the first 2 games of the season in preparation leading up to that, traveling. At the end of the day, we're going out there to play football. And so, as long as you keep that as your main focus and that's what you're paying attention to and locked into, you go out there and you step on the field as if it were your home field and you just play football, right? So that's the mindset I would take into any of our away games.
Do you feel like there's more or less distractions on the road?
Depends, it really does. And I think it also depends on how much you let, maybe some of that outside noise affect you. I think there's probably more opportunities for distractions on the road, than being here at home, right? But I think it really just comes down to, whether or not you let those affect you.
Go ahead, Bob.
Thanks. Hey Tyler, I was wondering what your recollections are of playing against KJ Jefferson. You know, Arkansas's about 250-pound quarterback. I remember that play where it looked like you guys had him down, and believe me, he's done this to other folks too. You're the only ones. But he broke free, and then he hit the tight end for a pretty big gain. Kind of, what do you remember about him? Just a guy who's that physical as a quarterback. What do you think about that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you hit it right on the head. He's a big physical quarterback, and that's a challenge that we're really excited to be able to take on, and we're excited. At the end of the day, I think Arkansas is going to be really good competition, and I like you said, I think KJ's a really good quarterback. I would agree with that, and so we're just excited to have the opportunity to go to compete against him. Absolutely.
And that play I'm referencing, I mean, in the film room, do you guys remember watching that and going, oh man, wow, how did he do that? Well, I'd say he's done it to other people too.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there was some error on our side, and like you said, he's a big physical dude, and on that play, he got away from us. Believe me, I remember it vividly. I was the first one that got to him, so I remember it vividly.
Well, I'm not knocking you because, like I said, in the first game this year, a linebacker had a free shot at him and he just bounced off him like he was a brick wall.
Yeah, he is a big physical quarterback, so we're excited for that.
Thanks.
Thanks, Bob. Let's go, Jake.
Yeah, Tyler, just a similar question I was going to ask you. How much more difficult is it to defend against a dual threat quarterback like Jefferson versus a guy who's apt more play from the pocket like maybe Justin Miller last week?
Yeah, it's something that you definitely have to be conscious of. You've got to be ready for him to take off and scramble, right, step up and make plays with his legs. And so it's just something you've got to be aware of, right, as we're game planning and as we're playing, that he's gonna try to make plays with his legs, right? And not only that, there may be some designed QB runs, things of that nature. It's something you just got to be aware of and prepare for.
I also wanted to ask you, just in terms of this year versus last year, how much different and I guess in a way more enjoyable is this defense maybe versus the previous defenses you've played in?
Yeah, this year has been a lot of fun, right? We've seen, even again through these first two looks, I think everyone's seen a little bit different of an identity as a defense, and I really enjoy that. Just being aggressive, getting after it, guys rallying to the ball. It's been really fun to play in just a hard-nosed defense.
Okay, Tyler, we'll have one last question from Bob.
Hey Tyler, appreciate your time, man. I want to ask you about your quarterback, Keaton. I'm facing him in practice, and I guess seeing him in games and stuff. What's impressed you about him, and just what do you think he's brought to the table for y'all?
Yeah, absolutely. Keaton's a really smart quarterback, and he has the physical talent and ability to back it up, right? And so I think that's what makes him really good. Is he's played a lot of football, he's seen a lot of looks, and he knows the game inside and out. He's just a pro, honestly. He's really good. He just he can break things down, make the right reads, and deliver when he needs to. So it was challenging all through spring ball and fall camp playing against him because he is a really good quarterback, and I'm just excited for what the offense is going to be able to do this season.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Thank you, guys.